Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Shri Caitanya, Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Shri Caitanya, Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Shri Caitanya, Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Shri Caitanya, Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
So would someone like to read?
I can.
Okay.
Okay. There are two characteristics. Hare Krishna. There are two characteristics by which the seeds of love of Godhead can develop, and these are known as rati, or attachment, and bhava, the condition immediately preceding love of Godhead. It is by such attachment and bhava that the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna is conquered by his devotees. These two characteristics are present before any symptoms of love of Godhead are manifest. This was all explained to Sanatana Gosvāmī by Lord Caitanya. Lord Caitanya told him that since there is really no end to describing the system of devotional service with attachment, he is simply trying to offer a sampling. Lord Chaitanya then described the ultimate goal of devotional service, which is meant for one who wants to attain perfection. When one's attachment to Krishna becomes very deep, one has attained the condition called love of Godhead. The devotee who attains such a state of existence is said to be his permanent situation. In this regard, Kaviraj Goswami offers his respectful obeisance to Lord Chaitanya for his sublime teachings of love of Godhead. As stated in Caitanya Caritamita, Madhya 23.1, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, who but you has ever awarded such pure devotional service, O most magnanimous incarnation of personality of Godhead. I offer my respectful obeisance to this incarnation known as Guru Krishna.
Gaura Krishna.
Gaur Krishna, sorry. Yeah,
So
Gaur
Lord
Krishna.
Chaitanya, he came himself. He's Krishna himself, but he's come to give Krishna prema to each one of us. Krishna doesn't give Krishna prema. But now he's come as his devotee, so he's giving. Because if Krishna gives Krishna prema, then he will be called partial. But Krishna says, I'm not partial to anyone. Samoham sarva bhuteshu, he says in Bhagavad Gita, I'm not partial to anyone. So, but the devotees are partial. You know, it depends on the devotee who they want to give Krishna consciousness to, isn't it? Depends on the devotee where they are going for Harinam or where they are going to distribute prasadam. So that way. But Krishna, he's not partial, but now he's Krishna himself, Lord Chaitanya. He's come to give us the highest. Highest. That's why he's called the most magnanimous. Most magnanimous. It's very difficult. We are not able to understand the value of what we are getting. You know, because it's even in the other ages, it was not easily available. And especially the Braj Prem was not available in the other ages. One could reach up to Vaikuntha and Dasya Ras or, Shanta Ras. But the mood of Braj, that's Lord Chaitanya is giving us. So so Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, that's why he's saying, I'm offering my obeisances to Lord Chaitanya. Who but you has ever awarded such pure devotional service? We can see it's not there. And then, of course, the goal of devotional service is to revive our love for Krishna. It's not that we just have to, that there's no goal. We take up something, we take up some study or take up some practice. We want to know, hey, what am I going to get out of it? Why am I going to put my time and energy and endeavor into something? So the goal is to revive our love of Krishna. And that is our permanent situation. That is the constitutional position of each and every one of us. Love of Krishna. And then, of course, Lord Caitanya is saying that before this love manifests, then there is rati, attachment, deep attachment is there for Krishna. And after attachment, as attachment grows more and more, becomes bhava. In bhava, there's emotion. The devotee will cry, the standing of hairs on the body, the 8 symptoms which get manifest in the devotee's body. That's only because of love. It's nothing artificial. So we continue hearing and chanting under the instructions of the spiritual master, and we can come to this position.
Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Neha.
Did Krishna say in Bhagavad Gita, I mean, it says in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verse 7, verse 11, Ye yatha mam prapadyante, tam tatheva bhajami aham. So as all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. So
Yeah.
Krishna does give, right? I mean, according to how much you surrender.
Yeah, it's true. But then we see in we are learning about it. Lord Chaitanya is freely giving us. Otherwise, how we are going to surrender to him? So Lord Chaitanya is telling us how to surrender.
How to
Krishna
surrender.
says, "Sarvadharman parityagya." But then he realized that, oh, people don't know how to surrender. People don't know what they have to do. What does it mean? So he came as Lord Chaitanya. Very good question. Very good. So good. Yeah. Is that okay?
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
Lord Chaitanya came to show us how to surrender. Right?
Exactly. Yes, because Krishna spoke the Bhagavad Gita in theory. He gave us the theory, but we didn't know how to apply it. So Lord Chaitanya came to show us how to apply it.
Okay.
Yeah. So this Braj Prem was not available earlier, which Lord Chaitanya is giving to each and every one of us. He's just saying, chant Hare Krishna, Golokera Premadana, Harinam Sankirtan. Golokera Premadana. This Harinam Sankirtan is coming directly from the Golok. It's not an ordinary vibration. And he's saying simply chant and revive love for Krishna.
Yeah.
It's by chanting this Hare Krishna mantra we can revive our love.
Thank you.
So we'll continue to read.
Okay. In the Bhakti Rasamatra Sindhu 1.3.1, love of Godhead is compared to sunshine, and this shine makes the devotee's heart more and more lovely. The heart of such a devotee is situated in transcendental position, beyond even the material mode of goodness. The devotee's heart becomes increasingly sterilized by the sunshine of love. He attains a state called bhava. This is the description of bhava given by Rupa Gosvāmī. Bhava is the permanent characteristic of the living entity, and the crucial point of progress of bhava is called the marginal state of love of Godhead. When the bhava state becomes deeper and deeper, learned devotees call it love of Godhead, as stated in the Narada Panchatattva. Ananya Mamata Vishnu Mamata Prema Shangata Bhaktir iti Uchayate Bhishma Prahlad Dhova Narada. Yes. When one is firmly convinced that Vishnu is the only object of love and worship and that there is no one else, not even a demigod, worthy of receiving devotional service. One is said to feel intimacy in his loving relationship with God. This is the conclusion of such personalities as Bhishma, Prahlada, Uddhava, and Narada. If
So
you
now
take,
what, I'm sorry,
yeah,
sorry. Now see what Lord Chaitanya is saying, and Rupa Goswami is writing, and Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Bhava is the permanent characteristic of the living entity. And crucial point for progress for bhava is called the marginal state of love of Godhead. So it's nothing artificial. It's there in us, permanent characteristic of the living entity. We have simply forgotten it. We just have to revive it. Like, somebody gets a bump on the head and then all the memory is gone, got an amnesia. Then what happens? Then we have to remind them, oh, this is your house, this is your family, these are your parents. And then gradually, the memory is revived back. So that's what our state is right now, in a complete amnesia state. But when we hear and chant, gradually, this love for Krishna will manifest in our heart. It will, because it's the natural position, our natural position. It's not artificial. Oh, maybe not. No, it's there. And here's such beautiful poetry. Rupa Goswami is saying that love for Krishna is like sunshine. So beautiful. The heart is shining with the love. And so when the devotee has realized the more his love is becoming sweeter, more and more, the sunshine, the heart is shining more and more. Beyond even the material mode of goodness. We say, oh, I should come to Sattva Gun. But no, Sattva Gun is also binding. It's also a guna. It's a rope which will bind us to the material world. We have to transcend even the Sattva Gun. Come to the state of pure goodness. Shuddha Sattva. Devotee's heart becomes increasingly sterilized by the sunshine of love. It's like beautiful poetry. We use sterilize, we use this alcohols, but there's alcohol sprays, all that, especially in COVID. Since then, we are using more and more to sterilize. Here, the devotee's heart is sterilized by the sunshine of love.
Beautiful.
Huh? Did anyone want to add or comment anything?
I didn't understand that part. Marginal state of love. The point of progress for Bhav is called the marginal state of love.
State of love.
Yeah,
So,
what does it
bhav,
mean?
so bhav is just before love, just one stage before love. So bhav is compared to, we have a flower and the bud of the flower is opening, but it's not fully bloomed, but it's beginning to open. That is bhava. That's why I said marginal state of love of Godhead. And when it's fully bloomed, then that's love of Godhead. Is that okay?
Okay, so when
So
it's progress, like what is it called then? If this is the marginal state,
of
Bhav.
love of Godhead. So love is beginning to bloom. It's not
Okay.
fully manifest, but it's beginning, is already
And if
there.
it is
But
fully bloomed,
then is prema. Then
prema.
that stage is called prema. This is bhava stage where the devotee has already gotten so much emotion for Krishna, and that love is already beginning. The love is beginning there. As the bud is beginning to open, and when there's really love, then it's called prema.
Prema Bhav or just Prema?
Prema.
Prema. Okay, no
Then
Bhav.
everything is included. Then bhava is included, ashakti is included, rati is included. Everything is included in prema. Because suppose you're doing a master's, means you've already done 10th grade, undergrad, everything, no?
Yeah. So,
So,
what is our Shakti and Rati? What you were saying?
so what
just-
happens is first we begin with Shraddha, faith,
Yes.
preliminary faith. Then with the faith, we do sadhu sangha, associate with devotees.
Yeah.
Then happens when we do sadhu sangha, comes a point, we take initiation. Then the spiritual master begins us with bhajana kriya, engage us in devotional service. Then what happens? Anartha nivriti. The unwanted things in the heart gradually go away. When
The
all the
impurities.
unwanted things,
Okay. The
impurities,
impurities, right? Okay.
yeah. So when most of the impurities are gone, some are still there, but most are gone. One comes to nishtha, that is steady faith, firm faith, unshakable faith. That is the point of liberation. Then the devotee continues devotional service, hearing and chanting. Then he gets ruchi. He gets a taste to hear and chant. Before that, we may chant, oh, because I have to chant, it's my duty, I have to do it. But at this ruchi, the devotee is feeling the taste in hearing and chanting. And then he's feeling ashakti, he's attached to hearing and chanting. He cannot not hear and chant. He's just too attached to it. Then
So, our Shakti is the attachment. You're
attachment.
attached. Okay.
Attached. Ashakti is attachment. Then bhava. As the devotee continues to hear and chant, attachment increases and increases. And then that becomes emotion for Krishna, has that feelings for Krishna.
Mm.
And then as the attachment increases, feelings increase, the love is beginning. Then when the love is fully bloomed, then that's prema.
Mm. So, all
And
this is,
then
I think,
prema,
just Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu, right? All this
yeah,
is there.
is there.
Okay.
Yeah. And then prema, there is bhav, then becomes mahabhav. There's prema, sneha. It goes becoming deeper and deeper, more sweeter and sweeter. At that level also, after prema, as the love increases, it becomes more and more sweeter, more and more condensed.
Okay.
Yeah, where there's more and more feelings, more and more love. So it's like a unending ocean in which the devotee dives and relishes unending bliss.
Mm. Okay.
So we'll continue reading.
If due to some righteous activities which provoke devotional service and acquires some faith, one takes shelter of the good association of pure devotees and is influenced by their service attitude. Then he develops attachment for hearing and chanting. By developing hearing and chanting, one can advance further and further in relative devotional service to the Supreme Lord. As one so advances, his misgivings about the devotional service and his attraction to the material world proportionality diminish by advancing in hearing and chanting. A devotee becomes more firmly fixed in his faith. Gradually, he develops a taste for devotional service, and that taste gradually develops into attachment for Krishna. When that attachment becomes pure, it exhibits the two characteristics of bhava, which is emotion, and rati, which is affection. When rati increases, it is called love of Godhead. Love of Godhead is the ultimate goal of human life. This
So this is
process,
what we spoke
okay.
about. Sorry,
Yes.
we just spoke about this. So when the rati is increasing, when the love, which is beginning, affection is beginning, it becomes more and more, then becomes fully bloomed into prema. Prema Pumartha Mahan, Lord Caitanya says, ultimate goal of human life. So we have to continue hearing and chanting. Just continue, whether we like it, don't like it, it's we feel, oh, I don't have taste. It doesn't matter. You just continue hearing and chanting regularly. Everything will come. That some people say, oh, why I don't get taste? I heard and chant for so long. But it will come whenever it comes. We continue to hear and chant.
This process is summarized by Rupa Goswāmī in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1.4.15 and 16. The first thing required is faith. Due to faith, a person associates with pure devotees, and by such association, he develops devotional service. As devotional service develops, his misgivings diminish. Then he is situated in firm conviction. And from that conviction, he develops a taste for devotional service and advances to the stage of attachment for Krishna, whereby he follows the regulative principles of devotional service spontaneously. After that point, he makes still further progress and attains the state called bhava, which is permanent. Such love of God becomes deeper and deeper until it reaches the highest stage of love of Godhead.
So it's the same what we just spoke and read earlier. So this is how Srila Rupa Goswami is giving in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu.
So that's why we call like Bhagwan Bhav ke bhukhe hote hain, like that.
Bhagwan Bhav ke bhukhe hote hain.
Not for like your food or your
yes.
like.
Yes. Krishna is looking, Krishna, he's not wait, he has everything. But he wants us to develop this loving relationship that we have with him. We have this relationship with him.
So this bhav is most important for us, right? We have to develop this slowly.
Yeah, it will come. We continue hearing and chanting. Everything will come. The bhav will come. It will automatically manifest.
Like when we attach, it will start coming by default, right?
Yes, when we get attached to hearing and chanting. So these are high stages of devotional service, but they will come. They will come.
Yes.
So we can see that what is there in store for us, Oh, we will say, oh, why I have to hear and chant? What will I get? So this is what we'll get. We'll get bhav for Krishna. We'll get love for Krishna. That is our original position of every living entity. It's completely spiritual, not anything to do with the body.
It's very deep.
Yes. Deep, and it goes deeper and deeper, sweeter and sweeter.
मैं तो अभी मतलब किसी भी लेवल में नहीं हूँ, मेरा कोई लेवल नहीं है अभी, just started.
वो तो हम लोग सेम है, कोई लेवल में नहीं है पर हमको हियरिंग चैंटिंग रखने का ही है, भजन क्रिया. कीप हियरिंग एंड चैंटिंग, फिर ऑटोमेटिकली अनर्थ निवृत्ति होता जाएगा. हियरिंग चैंटिंग रेगुलरली, तो ऑटोमेटिकली जो हार्ट में जो अनवांटेड थिंग्स है, जो नहीं होने चाहिए, वो निकल जाएगा. तो हमें लगता है कि कैसे होगा, बहुत कठिन है, तो इसीलिए फिर हमें वापस याद रखना है. बस हमें खाली हियरिंग एंड चैंटिंग करना है, फिर अपने आप सब आ जाएगा. और बहुत ब्यूटीफुल थिंग्स अवेट कर रहे हैं हमारे लिए, जैसे हम सुन रहे हैं अभी, फर्म फेथ. इमेजिन हार्ट में कुछ मिसगिविंग्स ही नहीं है, तो इतना अच्छा हार्ट, इतना हल्का फुल्का, इतना हैप्पी. वो जो नहीं तो हार्ट में जो चबोते रहते हैं things, anger, envy, lust, वो कुछ नहीं है. So happy, ना. और अभी जैसे सुन रहे थे that the heart will shine with love.
Yeah.
Hmm?
And it lies with
Beautiful.
sunshine. Yeah.
Yeah, so beautiful things are waiting. So we can just hear and chant. Pray to Krishna.
Yes.
Pray to the devotees. Pray to Panchatattva, Gaur Nitai. Pray to Srila Prabhupada. So, I think we can stop here. Were there anyone else wanted to add and have any comments? Say anything.
Yeah, there's one, prayer, right? Kunti Maharani, Queen Kunti, she had prayed to Lord Krishna to take her attachment out from her children and to have attachment towards Krishna, right? Asakti
Yes.
or something, right? Say that.
Yeah, she says, cut my attachment to both the Pandavas and the Rishnis, to her parents' family and to her husband's side of family. She's saying, please cut my attachment only to them both and let my attachment be only to you. Yes. Yes, we pray to Krishna, pray to Gaur Nitai. Very merciful. That's why they came here 500 years ago, to give us this Krishna prema. So we can pray to them that you came here. I have no qualification. That's how there's so many bhajans. The devotees, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Narottam Das Thakur, they keep saying in their bhajans, I have no qualification. You came to deliver the unqualified. So I'm unqualified. So please deliver me. Please give me Krishna prema. And this is what Gaur Nitai came for, to give easily to the unqualified. And we are unqualified. So we can pray to them like that. Pray to the associates of Lord Caitanya, very merciful. So I was just reading Gaur Govinda Maharaj's lecture. He was reading that the devotees praying to Nityananda Prabhu, Advaitacharya, Gadadhar Pandit, Srivas Thakur, Swarup Damodar Gosvāmī, Haridas Thakur, and the other confidential associates of Lord Caitanya, and begging them, kindly place your lotus feet on my head so that I can even begin to understand Lord Caitanya. So by their mercy, we can get the mercy of Lord Caitanya. By getting Lord Chaitanya's mercy, we can get love for Radha and Krishna. So, thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.